Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing set up. I'm currently sitting in the room of the cabin. Um, and my thing doesn't want to stay. So we'll try that. So yeah, as you can tell, last couple of videos I put out, I'm up here at Lake of the Woods ice fishing, having an absolute blast. I mean, the weather is co- very, very cold. A lot of wind, as you can see my face. I'm like wind burnt. Um, but yeah, no, we're having a blast. We've caught a lot of fish. Um, the sizes aren't the greatest. Now, like if you're from Minnesota, there's two lakes that I can really think of that are just like your great sportsman fishing lakes. That's Lake of the Woods and Red Lake. And both lakes are fantastic. Obviously, we have like Lake Winnie, Lake Leech Lake. There's lots of lakes that you can go and fish at around Minnesota. But two of the biggest ones for like targeting walleye, the species that we like, is Red Lake and up here at Lake of the Woods. Up here at Lake of the Woods, you're gonna catch a lot of saugers too, which basically are smaller versions of walleye. So we've been up here dealing with the cold, catching the fish though, which is always fun. I mean, that's why we're up here is to catch fish. Um, and also like the camaraderie. These are a couple of these guys are guys that I fish with quite a bit, and ever since I became an owner operator and kind of going over the road, I haven't fished with them. I've missed open water fishing, fishing opener, and ice fishing. Are things that I don't really do that much anymore. So the fact that I'm able to get together with these guys and do it is a huge plus. Um, Sorry, I'm just looking at this screen. Um, yeah. But it's been a lot of fun. The weather is probably the hardest thing to deal with. We got cold. You get cold pretty quick, and all. So we've been up here 3 days. 2 of the days we've been fishing out of portable fish houses. So you have to set those up and tear them down. Now, I was fishing out of what they call a suitcase style. That means that it folds up and unfolds like a suitcase, and then you set up poles and you're able to fish in it. Then you have the pullover kind where you sit down in a chair and you just pull it up and over you. And that's something I wish I had, but I don't have one of those. Um, so it took me a while to set up my fish house. When the wind's 25, 30 miles an hour and it's minus 16, 17 degrees out, your hands are cold. No matter how warm you are. I mean, like I said, look at my face. I'm completely windburned. But I wouldn't trade it. I do love trucking. I love my job, but it is so nice to get out of the truck, go up north with some friends, and just like forget about reality. You know what I mean? It's actually a treat. I wish it didn't end, to be honest with you, but every good thing comes to an end, right? And we work hard to continue to have those fun experiences, to continue to do things that are enjoyable for us. That's at least that's why I do what I do, is so I can afford to do the things that I want to do. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd go live here, and if people come in and have questions about the videos they've seen lately, the last 3 days, I think I've posted a video about my vlogging my experience up here. Now, this is only my third time ever coming this far north to ice fish, and every time I come up here, the furthest I normally go is Red Lake, Upper Red Lake in Minnesota. Every time I come up here, though, it's remarkable. I mean, you get out onto this lake and you're driving, 5, 10, 15, even 20 miles out, and it's like little cities, with all the ice houses out there. It's crazy. I wish I could afford an ice castle or a permanent shack. I don't know if I would leave it on a lake like this just because I would never get up here. Um, but the people that do get up here a lot, I mean, what an awesome experience it is up here. If you've watched any of the previous 3 videos I've put out, just like there's the picturesque views of 20 miles out on the lake and you watch the sunset go down. I mean, it's just absolutely remarkable. And to think it's only, it's 6 hours away from where I live. I should do this more, to be honest with you. Bring my family up here. I don't know if they would like it. Well, I'm sure the wife would have fun. Do you wood panel your Mac? Yeah, right, Cash? Nope, I'm not in my Mac right now, buddy. I am at the cabin up at Lake of the Woods. We're getting back to work Monday though. I got a load going from Albert Lee, Minnesota to Pennsylvania. So I'm excited to get trucking again. I heard the freight's been great. Matter of fact, the load that I accepted today for Monday's pickup, the rate's ridiculous. I mean, the rate's great. And it's funny because that lane that I run, Midwest to Pennsylvania, for the last, I want to say like 6, 7 months, I wouldn't say it's gone down, but the rate's gone down a little bit, and it's kind of just stayed there and plateaued. Well, now it's going up. The last 2 times I've ran out east, I've gotten quite a bit more than I was getting to go out there. So I'm excited to get back to work, but I enjoy this time off, man. And I've earned it, to be honest with you. Maybe not as much time as I've taken, but there's things I don't want to miss anymore in life. And coming up here with my friends, like I said earlier in the video, I haven't hung out with these guys in well over a year. Every time they call me, I tell them no, I can't do something. So it's nice that I was able to say yes and make it work in my schedule to come out and do this. So, but cash is king. I am excited to get back to freight. I'm excited to get back on the phone and talk to you. It's been a minute. But no, I just wanted to get on here live real quick and just, talk about this experience. Like I said, it sounds funny, but man, it's so many of the little things that I'm finding enjoyment in life now. Even just go on. Sorry, this room I'm in, I share it with 2 other guys, and one of the roommates came in. But yeah, no, the experience of being out here just today when we were getting off the ice. Hey, Dan, look at how crazy cool the moon and everything looked, right?
Yeah, it's dynamite, man.
Yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
It's cold.
Yeah, cold, definitely. So the experience it's kind of one of not once in a lifetime experiences, but if you're not from Minnesota and you've never tried ice fishing, maybe this place could be a once in a lifetime experience for you. Because, like I said earlier, the atmosphere, the environment is just absolutely remarkable. And to see literal like cities, like city blocks, they plow these roads, basically I would say it's 3-lane roads, maybe 3.5. And you're driving and it's like blocks. All of a sudden you have a road that turns off and it's marked with a stake and it tells you what road it is. So it's its own little city out on this massive lake. Cool fact, I didn't film it today. I wish I would have, but it was just too brutally cold for me to take my gloves off and try and film. I had 1 foot in Canada and 1 foot in the US today, which was kind of cool. The road kind of ends and you have to get out and walk a little bit, and then there's a sign that says you are now entering Canadian waters. So we all kind of put 1 foot in Canada and 1 foot in the US. That was pretty cool. That's my first time being in Canada, and probably, man, I used to go to Canada every summer as a kid. So I'm going to say that's my first time in Canada in 20 years. Excuse me, thirsty. But yeah, no, the experience of coming up here ice fishing has been great. like I said, I am excited to get back to. I'm excited to go home for the weekend, spend it with my family, my wife, and my kids. I did get home and spend a night and like another day before I came up here. So I'm excited to get home, see them. Then I'm excited to get back out and make more money. It's a new year. I got my final numbers done for my first year as an owner operator, and man, it feels good to finally get paid like what I'm worth. You know what I mean? I've always felt like kind of underpaid and overused. You know what I mean? So it's nice to finally make money that reflects the work that I do. Now I haven't paid tax. I pay quarterly taxes, but I haven't paid like year-end taxes yet. So we'll see how everything works out and things that I can tweak and change to do better next year, maybe. It's all a learning experience, kind of like coming up here, man. So I ice fish quite a bit. And like I said, I haven't ice fishing over a year, and Dan can even attest to this. I was missing fish all day today in the comfort of a nice, warm shack, wasn't I? I missed them all day.
Yeah, you pretty much blew it most of the day.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But you know what? It's still fun. I got people like Dan that harass me for it, and that's what I'm talking about camaraderie. Like it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dan's actually the older brother of one of my good friends, Joe. So it all like kind of intertwines, and we all get along. And yeah, don't shut it off. Yeah, so I don't know. I was hoping maybe more than two people would stop by and ask some questions, but I get it. I don't even know what day of the week it is. It's the 6th, I know that. So that means it's Thursday. Yeah, so Thursday night, 8:30, whatever time it is. Yeah, whatever. Probably a bad time to go live. But that's okay. I'm trying to do this more like some of these guys are making fun of me. I won't lie. They were making fun of me as I was filming stuff. But here's the thing. I would make these videos and then send them to them. And you know what? The video is a little bit better than a picture. So, and I'm getting a little bit better at it. If I had my laptop, I bet I could even do better than just doing crap on the phone. So yeah, I enjoy making videos. I'm enjoying going live. I'm enjoying just this experience that I'm having in life right now. It's funny to say that. And like I said, yeah, I'm up at Lake of the Woods. We're at the cabin. The other guys are out there, having a couple of cocktails, and I don't drink. So I'm sitting here in the room just hanging out and thought I'd go live. Maybe people can ask questions as they come in, or, hit the thumbs up for me at least. But yeah, I don't know. Things have, when I look back at 2021 to today, January 6th, 2022, man, I feel like my whole life has changed so dramatically in 1 year. And I don't want to sabotage that by continuing to say that. Knock on wood. But the overwhelming stress that I used to feel, the overwhelming like worry about tomorrow it's just gone. It's amazing what a few little changes in your life can do for you, and I'm glad I enjoy what I do because it makes it easy, it also affords me the opportunity to do something like I'm doing right now. Doing these trips is not inexpensive. They're expensive. The resorts are expensive. The house we rented today is expensive. The fuel to come up here is expensive. So money plays a role in a little bit of your like happiness. I'm not saying money makes you happy or buys happiness, but it surely removes a lot of stress and worry about tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what else to talk about. I talked about the weather. Fishing was good. I wouldn't say it was great. By no means. We have one guy here. Well, I think there's two guys here that are very, very avid fishermen. Obviously not professionals, but very, very good. The other three of us, I would say, were the weekend warrior type. So for us not knowing exactly where to go all the time, we did really, really well. We had a huge fish fry tonight. We're all bringing fish home. Um, so I would consider that a win. It's always nice to bring home a bag full of fish and have a big dinner with the family. So I'm looking forward to that. I had fish tonight. Maybe we'll have fish Sunday night before I leave town again. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Things have uh, things have been going good out here. Like I said, the weather, man, it. I don't know how to like portray like the elements that we dealt with this week. I don't know how to say it any different than imagine just being in an open field with wind gusts up to 45 miles an hour. It's negative temperatures and it's so negative that it feels, in the minus 30s. I mean, it was crazy. And I had two heaters in my fish house. And there was times I couldn't stay warm, even with two heaters on, fully bundled. I mean, I was warm. I wasn't like cold, cold, but I certainly wasn't like 100% comfortable. I was comfortable today when we were all in the house that we rented. That's the way to do it. I mean, I love pulling my portable out on lakes and stuff like that, but it's uh it's really not made for up here. At least in my eyes. If I'm gonna spend the money to come and stay at a resort and come all the way up here, I'm gonna pay the extra money it is to get a shack for the day. Now they have shacks that you can stay out and sleep in too. You can do that route, or you can stay at the cabin and just go out every morning. That's what we did. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Don't really know what else to talk about right now, except tomorrow is the day we leave. We have things planned tomorrow. We're gonna drive, have a breakfast in, I forget the town. There's a small town out here with, I guess, a really good cafe. So we're gonna go do that, and then drop a couple of people off, and then I'm gonna go back to my car, and I'm gonna go home, spend the night with my family. Yeah, I don't know. Can't really think of anything else. Like I said, I'm excited to get back on the road. Thinking I'm still gonna vlog trips. I'll try and figure out this YouTube thing. Because I enjoy it. In all honesty, I think about like the three videos I've posted the last couple of days, and I'm glad that people are enjoying them and hitting the thumbs up, or they're at least watching a part of the video. I'm doing it for myself, like, and to give these guys the memory as well. So I don't know. It's almost like I'm learning a new skill, and it was because I started doing YouTube, which just seems ridiculous, but it's the truth, And yeah, hope my truck starts. To be honest with you, I'm kind of scared about that. I did leave it run for a day. I started it multiple days before I came out of town because I got home a couple of days earlier than I thought I was going to. Before this trip, I wanted to be home on the second, and I think I got, or no, I wanted to be home on the third, and I got home on the second. So my truck's been sitting since, the first. I did run it for one night and then started it, or went back, shut it off, and then started it before I left. But other than that, I was going to leave a detailed list for my wife on how to start the truck, what to do, but she doesn't need to deal with that. That's my problem. So when I get home, that's the first thing I'm going to do is run to the truck, make sure it starts, make sure the batteries are good, do all the little checks you need to do when you've been away from the truck for a while. Um, So yeah, that's my plan. Start packing up tonight, head home tomorrow, go to the truck, fire it up. We bought some new furniture, so I gotta go pick up furniture and stuff on Saturday and move that into the house. So yeah, I think my weekend's pretty much booked, and I'm exhausted. This trip's been fun, but it's taken a lot out of me. Dealing with all the wind and dealing with the temperatures and the late nights. I mean, I don't stay up late. My schedule is so far. I don't want to curse. My schedule is so messed up that, I've gotten so used to taking naps while I'm waiting to get loaded or waiting to get unloaded. And periodically, like sometimes during the day, I'll stop and take a hour nap. I don't do that when I'm not in the truck. So like my sleep schedule is all messed up. My sleep patterns are just not. Looks like I'm losing connection here, so I'll leave you with this. Until next time, you know what it is. Keep on trucking.